every DevOps YouTuber right now is making the same video. AI won't replace you. Don't worry, you are safe. And honestly, they are right. But I want to say something none of them are saying. I actually want AI to take my job. Not all of it, especially not the salary part. Money! But the parts that make me question my life choices at 11 p.m. on Tuesday, yep, AI can have those. Let me explain. Let's be real for a second. Nobody gets into DevOps because they dream about writing YAML. Nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks, you know what would make today great? Copying a Terraform module I have written 15 times before and changing 3 variables. But that's a huge chunk of the job. And we don't talk about it enough because on YouTube, DevOps is always exciting. Exciting! It's Kubernetes clusters and CI/CD pipelines and architecture diagrams. And yep, that stuff is cool. That stuff is the reason why I got in this field. But here is what the day actually looks sometimes. You spend 45 minutes debugging a CI/CD pipeline, and it turns out someone forgot a trailing slash. You write the same Docker file you have written 100 times, just for a slightly different app. You set up a monitoring dashboard that looks identical to last 5 monitoring dashboards you set up. And that's your afternoon now.
Afternoon.
I am not complaining, this is part of the job. But if we are honest with each other, these are not the parts of the job that require a human brain.
Brain?
Well, maybe just a tiny bit. These are the parts where you basically act as a very expensive copy-paste machine.
Copy that!
And most DevOps engineers know this. They just don't say it out loud, because it feels like you're admitting your job is boring. Boring! It is not boring, but parts of it are, and there is a difference. Now here's the thing, and this is not some future prediction. AI is already doing a lot of this stuff. And honestly, it's pretty good at it. Copilot can auto-complete Terraform modules. Is it perfect? No. But for the repetitive stuff, the boilerplate that you've written 1,000 times, it gets you 80% of the way there in seconds. And that last 20% where you actually have to think, that's the part I want to spend my time on anyway. AI can generate a working Docker file from a codebase faster than I can type from Ubuntu. And yes, I will review it, I will tweak it, but the skeleton is there instantly. CI/CD failure analysis. Instead of scrolling through 400 lines of logs, trying to find the one line that matters, AI points me right to it. Here is your error, line 247, missing dependency. Done.
Done.
And here is my point. None of this is the reason why I became a DevOps engineer. So if AI wants to take them off my plate, I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to say thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, so AI is taking the boring stuff. What's left for us? And this is actually where I get excited, because this is a good stuff. First, judgment calls. Should we migrate to a new cloud provider? AI can give you a pros and cons in 10 seconds. But can it weigh the fact that your team is already burned out from the last migration? Can it factor in that your CTO has a personal vendetta against AWS because of a billing incident in 2019? Can it understand that your lead engineer Jeff will go on vacation to Mexico next week, and all he can think about right now is tequila? Tequila! No, that's you. That's experience. And no model has a context window big enough for that. Second, incident response under pressure. When it is 3 a.m., 3 services are down and Slack is blowing up. Your CEO just messaged you for the first time in your life, and you wish he didn't. You need to decide in the next 30 seconds. Do we roll back the last deployment? Do we scale up and hope it holds? Or do we wake up the database team because it smells like a connection pool issue? AI can suggest options, but someone has to make the call. And that someone is you, not a language model. Third, saying no. No, God! This is maybe the most underrated skill in DevOps. A manager comes to you on a Friday afternoon before a long weekend and says, "Can we just push this to production real quick?" And AI would say, "Sure, here we go, the deploy command." But you say, "No, we deploy it on Tuesday daytime when the team is here and we can monitor it." That one no will save your company an outage, a weekend of firefighting, and maybe someone's mental health. AI doesn't say no. It doesn't have the context when it should. Fourth, understanding of business. You know that this particular microservice cannot go down this week because it is tied to a contract renewal worth $2 million. Money! You know that because you were in the meeting. You heard the VP of sales stress about it. AI doesn't know that. AI sees the service. You see the business consequence of this service going down. And that context is what separates an engineer from a tool. These are the parts of the job I love. This is the actual engineering, and AI isn't touching any of it.
None of it.
And now I do want to be honest about something, because I think the "don't worry, you're safe" message that everyone is pushing can be a little bit dangerous. If your entire value as a DevOps engineer is that you memorized Kubernetes manifest syntax, if the main thing you bring to the table is that you can write Helm charts without looking at the docs, then yeah, you should probably pay attention to what is happening. Not because AI is replacing you, but because your job was always automatable. AI just made it obvious. The engineers who are going to thrive are the ones who think, the ones who make decisions, the ones who understand systems, not just the config files. So if you've been coasting on being the only person on the team who understands the Jenkins pipeline, that's not job security. That's the buzz factor of 1. And AI is the buzz. But here's the flip side. If you're the person who designs the systems, who makes the architecture decisions, who gets called when everything is on fire because people trust your judgment, then AI just made your life better. It cleared away the noise so you can do more of what you're actually good at.
I am like Superman.
So here is what I think actually is happening now. DevOps was never supposed to be about writing YAML files and copying Terraform modules. It was supposed to be about building reliable systems, about making sure software gets to users safely and stays running, about bridging the gap between code and production. Somewhere along the way, we got buried in config files and boilerplate and toil, and now AI is burning all of it away. What's left when the toil is gone? The actual engineering, the thinking, the judgment, the craft. The job isn't dying. It's finally becoming what it was always supposed to be. And I don't know about you, but I think it's something to be excited about, not afraid of. Thanks for watching. If you got something out of it, subscribe. But I will see you in the next one. May the cloud be with you. Always.